Hey guys, it's me Christy. I am back from Mibf and I've got a huge haul to show you guys. Also, if you hear like background noise, it's because they're repainting the gate. So there will be people speaking besides me that you might hear. Okay. Okay, so to start off, I went to the Manila International Book Fair with my best friend Kara, and I went with a list of books. Everything on my list was sort of between I want this and if I see it, I'll get it. But I also knew that if I couldn't find anything, I would, if I couldn't find what I wanted, I would find maybe if there's a replacement book that I wanted more, I would just like replace it. But the objective was to basically come in with a plan and come out strong, because if I don't, like, you know, last year I was all like grab, 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 grab. But this year I was like, you know what, girl, chill. Like all the sight of all those books always like makes me go a little bit crazy, because actually here I'm from a small town in the province and I'm not from like the capital Manila, so whatever books that we get on our like chain bookstores, it's sometimes it's not the whole series, sometimes it's only book 2, sometimes it's book 3 and you think it's book 1. So it's just like you know, it's kind of frustrating that like that. So to see all of the books that I've wanted that are not even here, it like I am shook, I am shaken. So I tried not to be so shaken. That's why I went with a list, and I'm just like, you know, I'm a grown woman with self-control. So I tried to do that this year, and I kind of did it, kinda. So without further ado, I'm gonna show you guys the books. The day before Mibf, I went with my best friend Kara to a mall called ATC, where she sells her stuff, her cute little notebooks, in this place called Common Room, if you watch my vlog. And while we were there, what did I get? Oh yeah, I got Strange Natives, the boy with the Capi's eyes. And I have the other Strange Natives one, but I don't have this one. I think this was the first. And I saw it on Clarice's channel, and so when I came across this, I was like, yes! So I took it. And then lots of plastic. And then I also found The Art of War by Sun Tzu. You can't really find this it's so very cheap in like my city, so yeah. And then as an advanced birthday gift, Kara got me The Queen of Blood, book 1 of The Queens of Rentia by Sarah Beth Durst. This is actually really interesting, and I think I sort of fell in love when I first saw it. It's about this one woman stands between these malevolent spirits and the end of humankind, the queen. So the moment I heard it, I was like, yes. The book was a yes. And now, leading on to my Mibf haul. Oh wait, whoops. Before my Mibf haul, I actually found this really cute bookmark with my letter on it. So, yes. I found on my list was C.S. Lewis, The Weight of Glory. This, I think, is a collection of his essays, or his most quoted essays, and now they are in book form. So I found that. And then I also found The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo on the list. And this is about it has good reviews, and it's about an aging star who is sort of like recounting her life to a journalist. And it actually kind of reminds me of when my grandma would tell me like stories about her dating life before she married my grandpa. So that's kind of why I got it. So yeah, that's why. Because like for me, I think my grandma's like dating life is like way more glamorous than like mine will ever be. So yeah. And then another one on the list, although I really thought I wouldn't find this there like at all, but I put it on the list anyway because I'm like, you know, why not? And that was M Train by Patti Smith, who I think is some sort of photographer, artist, person. Yeah. And then also the day before Mibf, I was with Kara and Fully Booked, and I just had a feeling I wouldn't find these books in the fair itself, because sometimes they're not there. Like last year I was looking for Falling Kingdoms, just right here, and on the shelf it just had book 2 to 4 and then the extended series, but it didn't have book 1. It was like freaking Bigfoot, can't find it because everybody had it, or was buying it. And so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna get this now, because I can't, like last year, I'm not sure it will be there this year, and it wasn't there this year. I think it got wiped out early. So I found Falling Kingdoms and I got it. And then I also got Queen of Atolia by Megan Willen Turner, the sequel to The Thief, and I'm super pumped.
Except I found out that the main character isn't the main character in this book, so
I'm kind of worried, but like I want to see how it goes. And then so I was just like randomly browsing the shelves, right? And then suddenly I was shocked because I found Letters to My Daughter by Maya Angelou. I have been looking for this book ever since I found out and discovered the beauty, the wonder that is Maya Angelou. And then so I've been collecting her autobiographies instead. But I've been looking for this book for 10 years. So when I saw it, I was like, my heart like skipped a beat. I was shaken to my core. I am still shaken. Every time I look at this book, it's like, I can't believe I found you. So, yeah, Letters to My Daughter by Maya Angelou. And then I also found Hagseed by Margaret Atwood on the list. So I was happy I got her, like as I do with all Margaret Atwoods. And then these next 3 actually were not on the list, but I figured that I wouldn't be finding other books. I actually had a list of a lot of C.S. Lewis books, and the only thing I found was Weight of Glory. So I figured his, like, you know, sci-fi series, I forgot what it's called, but that has 3 books in it. So I was like, you know what, I don't think I'll find that, because the place where I expected to find it did not have it this year. So I was like, you know, I think I can make those books into a replacement of all the Angela Carter books that I found, because I didn't know that I would be finding, or like I didn't know that she would be there in like the book sales. So I was like, I'm just gonna take her and replace it with C.S. Lewis, because he couldn't be found except for Weight of Glory. So I replaced it with Love by Angela Carter, The Bloody Chamber by Angela Carter, and Night at the Circus by Angela Carter. So it's a good thing I got it, because I still, the next day, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if I made the right decision in getting them. And then when I went back the next day with Kara, all of the Angela Carter was wiped out. So I was like, you know what? I made the right decision. So I was like low-key proud of myself. And then I found Human Acts by Han Kang, because Winna talks about it a lot, and she keeps being all like, you should read it. So I'm like, okay, but I can't find it here. So I just waited till I went there, and I was like, yes, found it.
And then I sort of ended up going on this little book hunt thing with this guy called Mike, who works at Fully Booked. Go Mike. And this isn't the guy I had the K-drama moment with, that's another staffer. Mike actually was able to locate Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep by Philip K. Dick.
And then, yeah, this was like kind of hard to find, because like they had to sort of walkie-talkie direction with the other Fully Booked staff as to where this was. So that was cool. I watched Blade Runner, and then I found out it was actually that book, so I was like, yes, I have to read you. And because Blade Runner 2 is coming out soon. And then in a huge book stack by the bookshelves, I found Wonder Woman Warbringer by Leigh Bardugo. So that was good. And then because my book BFF requested a book from Mibf, like last year he requested a book, and this year he requested again. It's kind of like a thing that we do. So I know that there was only like hardbound of the Neil Gaiman Norse mythology. There wasn't any paperback, but that's cool because I know that he let me borrow this anyway. So here we go. And then Every Heart a Doorway by Sean and Maguire. I was with Winna in the bookstore, and like I asked if they had this. They said yes, but I was on the YA floor, and then they thought it was YA. But then after like an hour of searching, and we were about to leave already, the staff comes up to me and he hands me this book, and I'm like, yes, you found it. And he's like, yeah, because after a while we kind of realized it doesn't really sound like a YA book. So then they looked down into the general fiction and they found it. So I'm super pumped about this because I've read Narnia and I've read like The Magicians, and it kind of seems like this is in that vein in a way, because you know, like magical world and then you have to deal with the real world, except The Magicians was more like sort of ish real about it. And then now you know I have an automatic by author, and her name is Philippa Gregory, and I found The Last Tudor there. And the thing is, she wasn't on the list because I didn't think I'd find her there. I didn't even think this was out yet. So I found her and I was just like, you know what? She's not on the list. Don't get her. Girl, don't get her. She's not on the list. But I'm like, but like, I love her. And then, but you know, like, she's not a priority. So I'm like, you know what? I'm a strong, independent woman who has self-control. So I put her back. And then like that night, I was like, low-key, high-key, regretting it that I didn't get her. And then I was like, oh girl, should have gotten her. Like, you love her. I'm like, I know, but like, she's on the list. But then, so then the next I couldn't help it, and I just got it. This is about Jane Grey, Queen Jane Grey, the 9 Days Queen. And then the last one I got from Mega Non-Comics. If you've seen like all the Hugot papers in that really cute like store, they have a lot of local authors and local comics. So I figured I really wanted this the moment I saw it. It's called Bagong Bayan Act 1 by I don't know who this is by because it's still in plastic. But anyway, it's about 1896 Spain, for an empire whose fleets link oceans, whose armies bridge continents, and whose faith binds nations to a common will. The Philippine insurgency is but a cloud within the empire of the eternal sun. Aimless, transient, futile, yet clouds hold storms. In 1896, Bagong Bayan explores an alternate reality where thieves become soldiers, soldiers become heroes, and people become a nation. So I got really shocked when I saw this. I was like, yes, I need you, because it's like an alternate reality, I think, or yeah, as it says, an alternate reality where I suppose the Philippines doesn't succumb to Spanish rule, and so I'm really excited about that because like, yes. And I also found in Mega Non-Comics really cute MiniComics, 9 MiniComics in like the little pack right there. And as you can see, it's about like little stories about the sayings, I believe, that explain them or something. Because like, if you see, like, there's Batman there, and it says bahala ko, which means like leave it up to me, because we have a saying in the Philippines called like bahala na si Batman, which is like just leave it up to Batman. Just in Filipino booktube, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm pretty sure that's Tagalog and I'm not good at Tagalog. So yeah, so that's sort of like an explanation of it, and I'm just really excited to kind of get to it. And then Kara's roommate actually lent me this, and I'll have it brought back when I'm done. It's called This One Summer by Jillian Tamaki and Mariko Tamaki, about a girl who goes to the same place every summer. So she said it was very impactful, so I'm gonna read something that's gonna impact me. And last but not least, this is not a book, it is a notebook, and it's just too cute not to share or haul to you guys, and that is The Mug Life Chose Me. So Kara was tabling with another artist, her name's Jen, and she does these really cute like puns, and this is just so me. Like, if you know me, I have so many mugs, I love mugs, I collect them, I drink out of them, I love them. And so this thing, The Mug Life Chose Me, is so me. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for sticking around. This is my haul. Let's discuss in the comments down below. What do you think I should read first? What do you think I made a good or bad decision on buying?
So that's it. I'm just gonna leave that there. Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys. Bye.